Stampers, it's Gigi with Stamp Fanatics, and I'm really excited to bring you this new information. We're going to have 3 new celebration items that are going to start on February 21st and go through March 31st. And these are the 3 that we're getting. We're getting this new stamp set, and it's called Reverse Words. So it has this reverse. When you stamp, you will get like this hollowed out look on the actual lettering. And we're getting this beautiful glimmer paper assortment. It's the 3 colors are Bermuda Bay, Mint Macaron, and Sweet Sugar Plum. Beautiful colors for spring that's coming. I know it's coming, although today is the windiest day that we've had here in North Carolina. You would think it was March. Anyway, and then this 3rd one is this great Make a Medallion. And those are the 2 things I'm going to be using in our card today. I'm going to be using the Make a Medallion, and I'm also going to be using that beautiful glimmer paper. I've used the Sweet Sugar Plum today. And also to make this card, we're going to need a piece of Mint Macaron that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. And then we're going to have a piece of the Sweet Sugar Plum, and this is going to come down and be measured at 5 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to take a piece of our white, Whisper White paper, and we're going to emboss it with the Petal Burst. I just thought that gave it a pretty feel with this medallion and the flower, and it just made the background not so plain with the white. So we're going to do that. We're also going to use the glimmer paper. Now let me show you it. It is just awesome, awesome. That's the Bermuda Bay. I think my shirt almost matches that. And then we also have the Sweet Sugar Plum, and then there's the Mint Macaron. I mean, there we go. So beautiful. And I've already been playing around with this Mint Macaron with my basket bunch with some of the framelits. It makes awesome grass for Easter, and this is going to be coming soon because I'm going to play around more with this set. The 2 sets we're using today to stamp is we're going to use the Make a Medallion, which is one of our new celebration items you can earn with every $50 order. And then I'm using the basket bunch, and I took out, let's see, what am I using? The Thanks Friends, sorry, is still from the Make a Medallion set. And then this awesome flower, this little daffodil, and then the stem and the leaf I took from this set. So this is called Basket Bunch, and it comes also with the framelits, the Basket Builder framelits that has all these great framelits. Let me give you a quick look. So it cuts out all the pieces here. Oops, I haven't even opened this yet. But as you can see, it has the bunnies, and it has the baskets and grass. Well, the grass one that I already took out. And then carrots, just tons. Flowers. It's great for spring. I'll probably be making a spring card and an Easter card the next few days, so you'll be looking for that on my videos. And so you definitely want to get this. And if you get the bundle together, you save 10%. So that's something you might want to look for in your occasions catalog. Then let's see what else. I also used the layering circles to cut out my circle here and my circle there with the Sweet Sugar Plum. So I'm going to go ahead and take that back out. I used that size, and I believe it was, maybe it was this size. Let's see. Yep, that size. So we're going to cut those out of our Sweet Sugar Plum. And then at the same time, we're also going to use our tags and labels framelits, and that's how I cut out the saying. And then again, I backed it with the cute Sweet Sugar Plum glimmer paper. That's just so gorgeous. So we're going to be using on that one the 2nd size down on here, and then the very smallest one there, because that'll just fit the Thanks Friends. And we can cut a lot of that out all at the same time, and I'll show you. So we'll just put those aside. Also, we're going to need 2 of our punches. I'm using today the 1.5 inch, and I'm also using the 2.5 inch. And that's how I cut those 2 out, was with these. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just fold my scored card that I've already scored and give it a crisp fold. I like to do it with my bone folder just to make sure it's really laying flat. And then we have our white embossed, and I'll just show you real quick with my Big Shot. When you go to emboss, you're going to use tab 1. So you're going to flip this first tab. You have tab 1 and tab 2, and you're going to flip the first one over, put it through your Big Shot, and then you're always still going to layer a bottom And then you're going to put your, let me get my embossing folder. You're going to put your piece of white paper inside your embossing folder. And I always look for that little scissor. I have that usually faced up. And then we're going to take one more pad on the top, and we're just going to crank it through. Now I've already done this, so I'm not going to really take you through that step right now. I just wanted to show you how you would use these with your Big Shot. Now when I go to cut my framelits, I like to use my magnetic plate. Let me put it so you can see it upright. This is great because it really holds your framelits in place. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to get a piece. I'm going to get a new piece of this beautiful glimmer paper. I absolutely love it. I'm going to take the Sweet Sugar Plum. And I like to put my glimmer paper face down. This way all this extra glitter doesn't wind up getting into my framelits. So now I'm going to need a large circle of our layering circles, and then I'm going to need a small one, and I'm also going to need the bigger one of the framelits for the background. So I'm just going to put them all on at one time and run them through. Okay, and that just saves some time, and I know I'm going to need them anyway, so I might as well just do them all at one time. So there's my larger one, my smaller one, and then for my saying later, that's the background for my saying with the tags. So I'll just put those aside. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of Whisper white paper, just a scrap piece that you have, and I'm going to do all my stamping at one time. So the first thing I used was my Mint Macaron ink for the stem of the flower. And then, just cleaning that off, I put a few of the leaves on there, and this is all from the basket bundle set. Let's just kind of do it like that. Oops. Let's see if I can get back over there. There we go. Nope, don't like it. Let's do it again. See, I make mistakes just like everybody else. So let's try that again. And let me clean off this leaf. Try it again. That's better. Maybe one there. And then I'm going to take my Sweet Sugar Plum. I love this color. It's so pretty and it goes so well with that glimmer paper. And my daffodil is going to be a pretty pink because I've seen daffodils come in all colors. Mine right now that are already up are actually yellow, but the other colors are so pretty. So now I'm just going to take my 1.5 inch punch, and I'm only going to use a portion of this flower anyway, so I'm just going to cut just about there. And then we're going to take our pretty medallion, and the medallion that I used, I did the Mint Macaron for this layer. So let me take my Mint Macaron, and here's my pretty stamp. That's the medallion stamp. And I just put it over here. And then this punches out with the 2.5 inch circle punch, or you can use your layering circles. I actually, just for the sake of time, want to just use my punches that are a little bit faster. I think that's that right. And then I have been playing around with them, so I wanted to show you some of the things I've done. You can take your 1.5 inch punch and you can punch out the center if you want, and then you could layer things on it. I've been playing around with different things, or you can leave it solid and then just punch the center part and then layer it, and then, I don't know, do something like that with maybe a saying across it. So there's like lots of ideas that you can do with these medallions, and they're great for layering. So, okay, I've got my flower and I've got my smaller circle, so I can go ahead and put that on. I actually used dimensionals when I put it on. So let's just take one on there and put it, oops, like that. All right, and then I'm going to wait until I get my medallion. Now I punch that out and I took it away. So there it is. So now I'm going to actually put this on top, and this time I just left it flat. So I just used some of my fast fuse, or you could use your snail, or you could use your Tombow, whatever adhesive you want. But since I'm going to be layering several ways, I thought this one would be flat layer. And then that layer, I actually, because it's going on the glimmer paper again, and glimmer paper is hard unless you're using Tombow glue or some type of a really strong adhesive. I wind up using dimensionals a lot of the time just because they stick well on there. You can also use maybe your fast fuse, but you do need a strong adhesive when you're using your glimmer paper just because of the glitter in there. Okay, so then I'm just going to kind of center that and put that on, and that part of the card is ready. So now we can start assembling some of our card base. So I'm just going to take some snail and just put my sweet sugar plum layer on top of my mint macaron card base. Okay. No, wait a minute. Let's just straighten that out. And if you find that you're not happy with how straight it is, you can always just breathe on this, or huff they call it, and it loosens the glue. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to breathe and see how easy it comes off, and then I can reposition it again to where I want it. So that's a cute little tip for you today on how to realign things when you're not happy. Okay, and then I'm going to use my petals, and because this is embossed, I'm going to use my fast fuse just because it's a stronger adhesive and this is kind of bumpy. So I'm going to just go ahead and use that for my glue for this layer. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure I just did this flat because already we have a lot of thickness on here from the couple layers with the dimensionals. So I just took my fast fuse and just did that, and I'm actually sticking it over to the corner, and I'm making my flower kind of on a side edge. I didn't want to make it going straight up and down. I like a little interest in the cards. Okay, so we have this layer ready, so the only thing left to do is to stamp our sentiment. And we're using our mint macaron, and I took the two words, thanks and friends, and I just put them down on the table and then stuck my block in it to get them nice and straight. And let's go ahead and stamp that. And then we're just using the smaller of the tags framelits with the Big Shot to cut this part out. So I think I'm just going to cut this paper down a little bit. I don't need all this going through. Save that for another project. All right, so let me get my Big Shot. And I'm really excited about this celebration. It is just continuing to have more and more fun. And so, you know, even if you've already been like me and almost gotten everything that they had to offer, now I have 3 more things that I can use for the next month or so and play around. And I'm really excited about it. So we're going to go ahead and put that through our Big Shot. Let it do the work for us. We don't have to do all that cutting. I absolutely love framelits. Okay, and then again, because this is going on glimmer paper, I'm going to use 2 of my dimensionals. Let's just do that. Okay, straighten it down there, like so. And then this, I did dimension again when I put it on the card. You can put it flat if you want, but because this is embossed, I did, again, and it's bumpy, I just wanted to make sure my saying stays put and it doesn't, you know, fall all over the place or slide off with just snail, or unless you want to use like a Tombow glue or something and you'd rather have it flat. And then because this is off to the left, I just kind of put this saying off to the right. And there you have it. And that's our card. Isn't that gorgeous with the glimmer? I hope you can see. Let me get some more lighting on here so you can really see the sparkle and shine. But I just love the glimmer paper, and it's going to be awesome. And like I said, be so cool for Easter later when we start using these framelits. And the new medallion, beautiful. You can just do so many different things with it. You can put sayings in the middle. You don't have to put a flower. There are just endless ideas. So I hope you'll take advantage of the new Sale-a-Bration and place an order, $50, and you earn one of these, either the stamp sets or that great glimmer paper for free. So thanks for joining me today, and if you like my video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Make a comment and let me know how you like the color combination, and if you would have done it differently, let me have some feedback. I appreciate it, and have a great day. Thanks.